Well, good morning. There's a lot of things I could say and do that have to do with this channel, with life. And honestly, yesterday was a day from the worst places you can come from. It was just a bad day. And, I'm trying to be positive and just trying to do things the way it should happen. And I was just so frustrated yesterday morning. Couldn't get a hold of my boss. I had long waits. People weren't showing up that I had to deal with. I forgot my dolly, so I couldn't take stuff in. I mean, that's just that one was my own fault. But I was frustrated, and I just took stuff and left and said I'll come back and later because I didn't want to wait any longer. And yeah, I forgot my dolly. I tend to do that. But I was frustrated. It wasn't just that. It was just a bunch of things. I tried to DoorDash. DoorDash wasn't exactly a good win for me yesterday. So I dealt with it the only way I could. And that was basically to talk to a friend of mine and to pray about it and just run my job. And just go home and get sleep because I needed sleep too. That was part of it. So, I'm saying a lot to basically say this. When you're frustrated and feel like the whole world's coming against you, which yesterday was a major day like that, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I try to keep focused on the fact that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm not going to get into Christianity or any religious aspect on things to look at that way. I'm looking at it from a life perspective. There's going to be days where you feel like the world's turning against you. The world's against you no matter what. That's how I feel. And what you do with it is up to you. Am I going to be a hero? Am I going to be positive? I like the one-sided face. Almost feel like Two-Face from Batman, which is a total different joke that has nothing to do with anything. Rabbit shooter. But I do it because that way I can see the road better. Because when I have my main light on, it's like a big glare in my face, and it's harder to see the road. Doing it that way, it's less light right in my face. With as dead as it is out here, I'm not that worried about it. But this video ain't gonna be that long, but I'm basically saying here's the steps you take when you're completely frustrated. When I'm frustrated, this is steps I take. Number one, I pray about it. I believe prayer makes a big difference. If you don't pray, then I guess you're not gonna pray about it. But I prayed about it. I yelled at God. There's nothing wrong with yelling at him. He enjoys that because you're expressing how you feel. God, why? I'm doing what I can, the best I can. Why is this happening? Whatever. God, I'm doing everything in my power to do what's right, and this world hates me. Whatever. My ice cream fell off my cone. Whatever. The gravity hates me. Whatever you want to say. I'm trying to think of fun stuff, but you get my point. But that's the first thing is, I would say, if you're a praying person, pray about it. Look at the word, If you are a Christian, even if you're not a Christian, you believe in another religion, go into your religion and look at it. It'll make you feel better. Jeremiah 29:11 is one verse that I continually go back to. And I'm not saying that to be religious right now. I'm saying that because that's a go-to for me. I make these videos. I've actually gone back and watched my own videos. I didn't yesterday. Talk to people. That's another thing. I've got several friends I can talk to. I'm frustrated. Well, I don't know how to help you. I don't need you to help me. I just need you to listen. That's how I process. I mean, if they have advice, I'll listen to it. Sometimes. Sometimes I'm just stubborn and don't care. But the people that know me know that sometimes I just need to process things. I'm my own machine in my head. Sometimes you just need somebody to listen. That's it. Because you can process it in your own head. Sometimes I go home, like yesterday, my daughter was at home after school. So I ended up getting a lot of sleep yesterday. Then when my daughter got home, me and her focused on being together. Find things you enjoy and make an escape. You know, I got projects I'm working on for Christmas. I got projects I'm working on at home. I did a little bit of both yesterday. Gave myself a sense of accomplishment of getting something done. Very nice feeling. When things get done, it feels really nice. Some people like video games. I like playing other kind of games, you know, card games, rummy, euchre, Monopoly. Didn't do any of that. Just watched TV yesterday with my daughter, ate, cooked, figured out my plan for the week with her, and I'm excited. We're going to go to Haunted House on Friday. I don't get scared much, but I'm going to let her lead. And I told her, I said, you're leading. But Dad, you're leading. Okay. Typical kid. And then Saturday she has friends coming over, so I'm going to be working on some of my projects when she's working on when she's with her friends. And I'm going to have chili. And it's going to be a very chilled experience. What a pun. But you know, we talked about it. Today, that was Monday. Yes. Yesterday, Tuesday, you know, I got sleep. Excuse me. I know I'm going to be working on stuff. I got myself excited about stuff. Yesterday morning was the big frustration. Last night I'm online. I came across somebody that's selling a collection of something. And me and him got it figured out that I'm going to buy it off him. I'm excited. Super excited. And if I don't think the value is even, obviously I won't buy it, but I've got the money. And I also know the check I'm getting on Friday, I can pay some things off and everybody's happy. But I have that sense of getting stuff accomplished, finding ways to getting around the problem. That's the key. Having ways to deal with problems, having ways to just relax and finding ways to get rid of the stress. DoorDash has been frustrating me really bad. It was a really bad week last week, so it was just one of those weeks where it's just, I didn't want to run. So I hit the weekend. I should have ran like crazy. I didn't. I stayed home. I did a little bit, but mostly I stayed home. My wallet's going to be hurting a little bit, but you know, that's fine. I'm finding ways to adjust to make it work. It's fine. It'll be fine. Because the next paycheck I get is going to be a full paycheck, and I can run DoorDash this next week. I'll be able to run DoorDash like crazy. And I'll be able to make up what I lost. I mean, I'm not really behind on anything. I'm ahead on several bills. So, I mean, I look at my bills, I'm in good shape. So, realistically, I'm not in bad shape at all. But just looking at where you're at in life and on bills and stuff, and knowing where you're at and being confident in that is great. And this guy in front of me is burning gas in his car, so I smell the gas going through my ear. That's all right. But anyway, that's my point. When you're having troubles, when you're frustrated, when things are going bad, find ways to deal with it. Life isn't bad. It doesn't go for you. It doesn't go against you either. I mean, it just happens. But life happens. And I remember the scene from Rocky Balboa, where him and his son have a big discussion. His son's like, I don't want to live in your shadow anymore. You know, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. And he says, life's not fair. I almost want to take that clip and show it because I love the clip. I love what he says. He says, life is going to continually try to beat you down. And it's true. It will. It will continually try to beat you down. But what makes you a person, what makes you alive, is the fact you got to stand up and get up and just go at it and say, come on. If you think that's the best you got, give me more. Because you know what? Life's going to keep coming at you no matter what. So whether you want to take more, whether you just want to give up, get up. Get up and do it again. Take it like a person. Because I guarantee you, there's going to be just as much good that happens, there's going to be just as much bad. And that's the stuff that makes me positive and really think about this stuff. There's always people that will listen. There's always people that's going to be there. You just got to find the ones that's going to work for you. Anyway, that's just kind of the ways I deal with stuff, and I really had a lot to deal with yesterday, so that's what I had to deal with yesterday. And that's the process I had to go through that works for me. There might be other ways, but, hopefully this helps you. Lights on. Hi. Well, hopefully this video helps to encourage you that life is worth it. Life is worth it. Punch life. Give it to it when it gives it to you. And when it's good, enjoy it. Have a party with it. You guys have a great day and be blessed. And I'll see you next time.